Judge, may I please court? I am the attorney of record, Richard Brewston. My bond number is 3522. I appear for the plaintiff today.
Yeah, you had your appearance on the matters when I called him previously. Mr. Liggett, say something so I can hear you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. Welcome to the hearing. This is a hearing for a petition for entry of a default judgment. I don't have any response that you made throughout this case, and that resulted in being put in default regarding this matter. The plaintiff today is requesting that the court enter the judgment now. That judgment is will be in the sum of $14,484.76. So tell me anything that you want to tell me about that. Go ahead, Mr. Lake. Anything you have to say about that, sir?
Yes. Well, I had that vehicle, and I was paying the note on that vehicle and everything. What happened with that vehicle? It was a Impala. It was a Chevy Impala. I was at work one day in what was it? A truck, a Jeep Wrangler on the side of my car at work. Sam's Club, it had actually caught on fire. It had a defect in it or something like that in the parking lot, to the point that it was on fire and my car was next to it. That's why the car pretty much got taken or shipped to a yard and everything. And I started making payments on the car and everything. And the car was completely gone. There was nothing I can really do with the car. It was totally damaged and everything.
Did you have some type of insurance, or did you seek any type of recovery for the damage that was caused by someone else to the vehicle?
I had no fault on it, and then the day the car caught on fire, I had the craziest day of my life. I had actually got put in jail that day for like some warrants or anything, so I never had the chance to have anybody go for like damages or anything of the car. I did reach the fire department, and they gave me this was probably like 2-3 years ago. They gave me a copy of the incident and everything, but I was never ever able to reach the guy or the guy insurance to seek out anything because I had to go to jail for I did 7 months in county around that time.
Yeah, sometimes when it rains it pours. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a tough year.
So this is of course, the contract that you signed obligated you to pay for the vehicle. So you still, unless there was some type of insurance to pay it off or whatever, you still end up being obligated under that contract when you don't have a car. What did you have any thoughts about what you want to do with it? Did you want to try and talk to the other side regarding payment arrangements, or any effort to try to get this resolved? What do you think you'd like to do in this regard?
We can talk about it, get it resolved and everything. If they would come down, I don't have I'm not even working right now and everything. So I'm on unemployment and stuff. So we can talk about getting it resolved. If they want to come, we can do that. That'll work.
All right. So what's the challenge here, of course, is that because you didn't file an answer to the complaint back when this was filed, it already puts you in default. But I believe that Mr. Rosen will speak with you in terms of ways that you might get this.
Yeah, I think a breakout room may be appropriate, Judge.
Yeah. So I'm going to send you to speak with Mr. Rosen. He represents the other side on this. And if the two of you talk, maybe you can find a way to reach a resolution of this. And I'll be here when you come back to talk through this and see if you've been able to do so.
Right, thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. I'm going to send you a notification right now, Mr. Liggett, to go to breakout room number 1. As soon as you see that, just click in, sir. And Mr. Rosen, I'm sending the same to you, sir. All right, we're back on record regarding 3218, that's credit acceptance versus Anthony Liggett. Mr. Rosen, if you'll update me regarding this matter, sir.
Yes, thank you, Judge. I'm assuming that Mr. Liggett is back here on the record after leaving the breakout room. And I can tell you, Judge, that I proposed a small dollar amount, which would not even make the judgment interest at 13%, taking into account Mr. Liggett's circumstances that he described on the record. Unfortunately, I'm of the opinion at the moment that there is no settlement I can put on the record. So I will leave it to you as the trier of fact where we go from here.
All right. So Mr. Liggett, anything you want to say to me, sir?
Yeah, I'm just looking for employment right now. Right now, I'm like, I don't really have employment right now, so I just need some time to kind of figure this thing out. Like, it was just kind of unfortunate situation with the car, but I kind of need some more time. I don't have any money to like kind of keep up with the payments right now and everything we talked about.
All right, under all the circumstances, the only alternative that the court is left with is the following the rule that allows for the entry of the judgment. You have the right upon entry of the judgment to file a application with the court for partial payments, and to put in your application the reasons that you believe that you should be able to make the payments by partial payments. And the court will review that if you submit such an application. Also, as circumstances become better for you, you always have the alternative of contacting Mr. Ruzin's office to talk about ways in which you might be able to attack this without becoming a wage garnishment type of situation once you are able to obtain gain from the court. At this time, the court grants the application entry of the default judgment. The judgment will now enter for $14,484.76. I'm signing an order in that regard. And I do wish both sides well. I wish you the best in your endeavor to gain employment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Mr. Liggett, you'll get a copy of that document.
Okay, Your Honor.